Hey, good evening, everybody. I guess it depends on when you're watching this, right? You may be waking up here Saturday morning watching it. I'm going to give you more updates here. Going to experiment with a little bit more information, a little bit longer form weather here on YouTube. So don't forget to like and subscribe here. I'll keep you up to date. I'm probably going to break it down even more into regions here over the coming weeks, I'll say. I've got my office at home. I'm renovating it, so I've got more cool stuff coming our way. Eventually, I'll be doing some YouTube lives once I get everything situated. Let's get to your forecast. Here's the weekend. We start off with a lot of clouds, overcast skies, a little frost earlier in the morning, but we're past that by this graphic here. By 7:30 in the evening, here's when the rain starts to move in. It's going to start off really light, and then it's going to pick up as we go through the evening. Our temperatures are going to stay in the 50s. And it's a good thing because this could be a fairly strong storm system coming in. And if, say, it was last week or so when it was a lot warmer, we'd probably have to deal with severe weather again. But that won't be the case. We'll talk about that threat along the Gulf Coast for Sunday coming up. Here's Sunday in our neck of the woods. We're talking locally heavy rain, a few thunderstorms, temperature still in the 50s. The high for the day Sunday will happen in the morning. Maybe not, though, in Fort Payne. It's rain cooled in 47 there, but you kind of get the picture. About an inch of rain, maybe a little bit more. It's moving through faster than we had originally forecast, and that's been the trend really all week. And whenever you get a fast weather pattern, that tends to continue on. So that's what we'll look at. Temperatures 9 o'clock in the morning, that'll be the high for the day, most likely. Notice the 40s here showing up from Memphis back to Jackson. A severe weather threat's going to develop late Saturday night and kind of track off to the east-southeast. Around here, we could see some gusty winds, maybe some smaller hail, maybe even a lot of lightning from some of these thunderstorms, but their bark's going to be worse than their bite. Maybe not the case down along the Gulf Coast. So a lot of spring breakers down there on the Gulf Coast, some large hail, isolated damaging winds, not much of a tornado threat, but keep an eye on it. Water temperatures for spring breakers, not all that warm, 74 degrees. Down at Orange Beach, looking pretty good tomorrow. And Sunday early on, the thunderstorms will move through there roughly from noon to about 4 in the afternoon. Temperatures in the 70s, so overall not a bad day, but boy, really nice weather down there tomorrow. Down in Pensacola, about the same thing there, 73 Saturday, then 79 with thunderstorms between 1 o'clock and about 5 o'clock. And we're going to break that out here in just a second. So do a little bit of your national forecast here. 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, boy. Miami, that's the place to be, right? Or the Bahamas. Tampa's not bad. Orlando's pretty nice. All of South Florida looks really nice. Not so nice here. 36, again, a touch of frost a possibility. Memphis at 39. As we get the day going, notice the difference in temperatures around 2 o'clock. Shreveport, 75, 72 in Jackson. There's that warmer air mass that's just off to our south and west. Montgomery, not a whole lot warmer than we will be. In Atlanta, definitely nothing to brag about there, right? In fact, rain chances, showers, storms come in most likely after 6 o'clock. As I showed you, this is just a little bit different model guidance here. And at 6 o'clock tomorrow evening or Saturday evening, whenever you're watching this, 72 in Jackson, 75 in Shreveport. Notice the thunderstorm chances increase here, but the main line is out here into Arkansas, back towards Shreveport. That's 11 o'clock, so Saturday night into Sunday. So if you're doing some traveling, trying to stay ahead of the weather, maybe going down to the Gulf Coast, not looking too bad. 73, real nice in Orange Beach. But one thing to notice is the wind's going to be picking up out of the south late Saturday and definitely by Sunday morning. So the rip current risk is going to go up all along the Gulf Coast. And in case you're wondering, that rip current, it always goes up when that south wind increases. The waves get choppy. And by the way, the best water conditions along the Gulf Coast where you get that real green color out there, that's when you get a light east wind, and that for a couple of days, and then it's a good time to take pictures, right? Chamber of Commerce down there. 52 degrees in Huntsville Sunday morning. Most of the rain will get out of here, and here come the thunderstorms along the Gulf Coast. New Orleans probably gets skipped by the threat of any severe weather, but they'll have a few showers around the area, and the rest of our afternoon Sunday, temperatures will be dropping. Here's where we focus a little bit more to our north. Boy, what a difference here. Temperatures in the 20s to start Saturday morning. Here's the snow out here. My friend Sean Cable out in Sioux Falls, 29 degrees there, 39 in Kansas City. That storm system is what's bringing us the rain and eventually the stronger storms to our south. But heavier snow up here from Des Moines to Chicago. So if you got maybe a flight connecting up into Chicago, may have, I guess that this will be late in the day, Saturday or early Sunday morning. They may be dealing with some issues up here with some delays. Green Bay at 29, and this is all headed into the northeast as the main area low pressure kind of hangs back just to the west of Green Bay. Now, the big weather story the last few days has been the incredible snowfall, over 100 inches forecast in some of the Sierra Nevada out here, and San Francisco getting more rain, Los Angeles, heavy rain, flooding. I've seen the flooding videos on social media. It's just terrible out there. It's been quite a drastic change from this decadal drought, over 10-year drought they've had, mega drought, and now they've got way too much rain out there. And if all of a sudden this just shuts off, that creates the problem where you got this small vegetation that's just starting to grow. If it doesn't get continued rainfall on into the summer months, that dies and that just becomes fuel for more storms. So as we go away from that, more heavy snow here Saturday night, up into Montana, just bitter cold there, not a lot of snow, but great weather out here to ski resorts. The thing is, they can't get to the ski resorts out there in California this weekend unless you're already there. And then Sunday morning, another area of heavy snow as you get out there towards South Lake Tahoe. Vegas looks good, by the way. So again, that's a summary of your weekend for us. The afternoon all begins with more clouds. Don't forget to click like, subscribe here on YouTube. I'll have a lot more, including some old previous newscast severe weather stuff from my 26 years here at WAFF. That's all coming eventually when I get around to it and I'm not working on those projects. Have a good weekend.